Electro-Voice has been around 90 years this year. It was founded in 1927 in South Bend, Indiana by a couple of guys, Al Kahn and Lou Burrows. They were actually had a small gas station microphone repair shop at the time, and eventually they began making microphones. So it's kind of cool, kind of grew from there as the radio industry was really blowing up. Microphones was really the roots of EV, and eventually, started doing other electronics and loudspeakers. But the name Electro-Voice actually came from the legendary head football coach Knute Rockne from Notre Dame. He had all these different practice fields, and he was getting up in age and couldn't really shout instructions to all the fields the way his voice used to be able to. So they built him a PA, and he called it his electric voice. So that's where Electro-Voice came from, and the company has been around ever since. The roots of EV are very much in broadcast microphones because of how they got started. And I think you see a lot of that still today, where one of our biggest strengths is in dynamic mics built for broadcasting. The 635, the RE50, these are interview mics that you see used constantly on pretty much any remote roving reporter has one of those. But also in the studio, obviously the RE20, the RE27, this guy here, the RE320, they all have a really cool technology called variable D. Most microphones have a problem with proximity effect, meaning that as you get closer to a microphone, it gets boomy or a lot more bass heavy, and as you back off, it sounds a little bit thinner. We've actually developed a technology that's in all these microphones, and that actually keeps a very even tone no matter where you are in placement to the microphone. So that's great for radio studios, of course, because your head's moving around, you're looking at different papers and things like that, and video screens. So being able to keep a very even tone as you're moving around the studio, you don't have to have that microphone in the exact same position the whole time. So we've done very well at that, and still I think these are by far the most widely used microphones in any studio. Then coming from the microphones, really we started building loudspeakers, and those really kind of, well, they're a transducer, and they're really just a microphone in reverse, where a microphone is taking acoustical energy and transforming it into electrical energy. A loudspeaker does the exact opposite. It takes electrical energy being fed to it and transforms it into acoustical energy. So we've got a great team of engineers at EV, and they've really done an amazing job. We're one of very, very few companies that design and manufacture our own transducers. So the woofers, the high frequency drivers, we do all of that design from the ground up for our loudspeakers. And the end result is an enclosure that ends up performing perfectly because we're not using off the shelf components from another manufacturer. We're doing all that design. So EV has had a lot of innovations over the years with loudspeakers. We invented the humbucking coil. It was originally used in our microphone design, obviously popularized now in guitar pickups. Constant directivity horns for our loudspeakers are now used everywhere, obviously making sure that the pattern control of a loudspeaker is very well defined, and point the loud part at the people. That's always rule number one, right? And several new things. We were one of the first to develop powered loudspeakers. We were the first to put signal processing right into those powered loudspeakers. So our market share has grown and grown and grown, and really done a good job at taking some of our concert sound loudspeaker technology and bringing it down into portable applications and much more affordable loudspeakers that everybody can use when they're out gigging. When you buy an EV product, what you can really get out of it is extreme value. You can certainly spend more, you can spend less, but I think dollar for dollar, I truly believe that EV provides value and will get you a product that performs much better than its competition, no matter what price point you're at. So whether you're talking about our entry-level ZLX series or our high-end ETX, anywhere in between, you've really done a good job spending your money, because you're going to get an awful lot out of that product comparatively to what you spent.